Courage Unlimited. I'm Chad Ikes, and we're back on the air. Or the internet. Whatever you want to call it. 2021. And it's only January, and there's so many things to talk about. Tonight, which is the same night as the last video I just shot, as you see, I'm wearing the same shirt and hat. Tonight, I want to talk about COVID. Not necessarily COVID. I want to talk about why the media and the press has not focused on health in this situation necessarily. And again, viewers, please correct me if I'm wrong. I fully understand how social media works, and maybe social media doesn't think it'll keep me on the internet as long if they talk about what I'm speaking of. So maybe my internet, Google, Instagram, Facebook, all them people are not allowing me to see it. Maybe the government is putting it out and I'm just not seeing it, although I have searched for it. What I want to talk about is prevention. In terms of strengthening your body to prevent getting sick. You know, I hear everything about how bad this disease is, and I'm not denying that it's not bad, but I think when you say things like that, you need to be clear. For a healthy person, it's a cold to a flu with major headaches and losing your taste being some of the worst symptoms that I've heard of. Personally, I don't know anyone that's died from it. I know quite a few people that have been sick with it. I do know some people who had relatives that died from it. In those cases, I'm continuing to hear that they had a lot of other things going wrong. And the question in my mind is, well, could a regular flu have caused that or not? I don't know. It seems to me there's still a lot we don't know about this disorder. And one of the biggest problems I see with it is that as you go through research, there's doctors, legitimate doctors on both sides saying completely opposite stuff. So how is a person supposed to know what's really going on? And then, of course, we have the social media. So if one person leans one way and does a little bit of research, as soon as the computer systems pick up on which way they're leaning, they're only going to feed them the information that they want to hear that's going to keep them on the internet longer. So then when somebody says something the opposite, they're like, fake news. I didn't see any of that. I looked up all day long and I didn't see that. That's fake news. And can you really blame somebody? I mean, we need to first of all keep in mind what social media is, and that's how social media works. But my problem and my point here is, why aren't we teaching and promoting health? Why isn't the government saying, hey, we know you're locked inside, so even more than normal, you need to get exercise, you need to eat healthy, you need to take immune boosting supplements to help out. You need to eat a healthy immune building diet. And like, I have seen a little information on vitamin D and how good vitamin D is to build your immune system and how it can help help you fight getting the COVID. Don't quote me on any of this. I've read one article. I'm a fan of vitamin D and all the benefits that it has, but I'm not here to tell you what is right or wrong. I didn't do any research on necessarily how to do that, but I do know that eating healthy is going to have a major effect. I do know that exercise is going to have a major effect. I mean, just in general, a healthier body has a healthier immune system. One of the other things I wanted to talk a little bit about is, Bill Blasio, the New York mayor, came on, and I saw the video. I've only seen it once or twice, and I didn't see the whole video, so I'm just telling you what I heard. where he basically said his gym is open because he needs to stay healthy because he's got to make all these decisions for the people. Okay, well, if going to the gym makes you healthy and less chance of getting it, then why wouldn't it for everyone else? And why wouldn't you keep the gyms open? I have quite a few friends that own gyms. I don't get to talk to them a lot, but like Brandon Smitely, J.L. Holdsworth. Right now I'm blanking on names. You've probably all heard about Ian Smith. My buddy Murph. Can't forget Murph, Total Performance Sports, Massachusetts. I'm seeing that all these guys are saying, hey, we're not having outbreaks of COVID in our gym. We're not having major cases of COVID. They're having way less cases than Joe Sullivan. Sorry, didn't mean to leave you out. Anyone I left out, sorry. I've seen every one of them that has reported that they're having way less cases. Could that be because these people are healthier? I mean, I know they're all trying to stay within the rules of the states they're in. But why are there less in here? I don't know. I don't have the scientific proof of it. But what I'm saying is, as a blue-collar person who tries to think about things logically, I'm going to lean towards these are healthier people. So they're not getting sick as often, as much. When they do, it's not as bad. So maybe we need to not be closing all the gyms, but be opening the gyms. And go, hey, these are people that are productive, that are staying in shape, that are concerned about their health. Let's let them keep doing what they need to do. That's really it for this video. I mean, it's just something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I started my schooling as a physical therapist and worked as a physical therapist aide for a long time. I didn't even get into a master's program. I only finished like 2.5 years of college. But I decided one of the problems I had with physical therapy and why I didn't want to go to school to be a therapist is I'm like, most of these people that are hurt probably would have never got hurt if they just stayed in shape and actually were active throughout their lives. Most of them were not active and got hurt doing something goofy, or were not active and then all of a sudden wanted to be active and went full blast and hurt themselves. I think there's, of course, everybody that trains heavy is going to have some sort of injuries, but I still to this day don't see those kind of injuries with people that train regularly. So I got to thinking about the same thing with COVID, and I'm like, why isn't the government, if the government's really concerned about our health and they're concerned about ending this virus, and if they're concerned about opening up the country, they're spending so much money. Why not have a team of people going, hey, we need to start researching what's going to help people stay healthy, and we need to start putting a word out that these are the things you need to do in your diet. These are the things you need to do with your exercise. You need to make sure you get enough sleep. Why aren't they talking about any of this? And then you're putting all these people indoors, telling them, they need to stay quarantined. Okay, well, why aren't you talking about the negative side effects of staying inside all the time? And again, vitamin D, you're not getting hardly any direct sunlight. You need to up your vitamin D. If the government really cares about us, why is this something that they're not hitting? And I don't know why. I'm on here saying, hey, I don't know why. This is just something I thought of, and it doesn't make sense to me. So maybe you guys have some ideas. Please subscribe it, like it, comment on it, share it. And especially this comment, help me try to understand this. The only way I can understand this is the government doesn't really want to do what they're claiming they want to do. Because if they really did want to do that, why aren't they doing this? I'm not Albert Einstein. I'm not Stephen Hawking. I'm not a genius. How did I come up with this theory so easily? They're the government. People, ask questions. Never stop asking questions. I know in today's society, when you ask questions, people tend to get irritated with you. They tend to jump to the conclusion that you're arguing. But don't stop asking questions, ever. All right, guys. I'm out. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.